it going on, my tacticians? Welcome back to another video from yours truly. This time, I'm going to be showing up a new strategy. Well, not really a new strategy. It's an old strategy I decided to try running like many months ago. And I only just remembered how it worked just like recently. I only just remembered how it worked. So, the basic premise is this. I lead with my two pranksters. In this case, it's going to be leading off with my Murkrow and my Meowstic. They're going to be setting up the tailwind and the gravity. Then, my opponent, in their ignorance and blissful unawareness, will attack my two pranksters, thinking, "Oh, he's just going to settle. Let's just wipe these two Pokemon out right off the bat." And then, one of them is obviously not going to be holding an item. In fact, the other one's going to be holding an eject button. And basically, then I swap into my next two Pokemon, my Garchomp and my Gardevoir. One of them is going to be holding a Choice Band, and the other one is going to be holding Helping Hands. I'll give you two guesses as to which one's which. But in any case, let me show off this battle. I got two battles I feel like showing off. I had a few more battles that I also recorded, but I didn't get a chance to actually save them because I was an idiot. Alright, here we go. As I said, I'm starting off this battle with my Murkrow and my Meowstic. And my opponent here, Samantha's going to be starting off with her own Meowstic and her Ninetales. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to dare her. I'm daring her to attack me. Because I really need, in order for this to work, in order for this to pay off, I need her to actually go on the offense. I need her to actually attack me. And she doesn't go for the attack. Instead, she just sets up her... We all set up. My gravity is activated. My tailwind is active. And she just goes and sets up her barriers. Like I said, my strategy relies on my opponent attacking. So, slightly unhappy that that Amber didn't actually do that. Doesn't play into Impy's strategy. But hey. Nothing ever goes your way, so Impy has no choice but to attack. He has no choice but to force Amber to attack him. And out comes Bob Brain, as I like to pretend. And Light Screen now activated because, you know, if I'm going to be hit by a blizzard, I might as well take a gamble here. Brave Bird comes out, going to be attacking Meowstic the Ninetales. This is going to actually help me out a little bit, going to weaken the opponent slightly. Meowstic gonna go for the Moonblast. Not really what I wanted. I wanted the Blizzard to come out, but beggars can't be choosers. So Sid is gone. Like I said, he had no item, so he was looking to be one-hit KO'd. Not the most brilliant strategy, but work with what I'm given. Work with what I'm given, people. Working with what I'm given. Alright, now out comes Amy, and this is where Impy is going to be pulling out the shenanigans. First of all, I'm going to be letting myself get faked out here because I honestly couldn't stop that. So I'm going to go into my Reflect Berry now. Since I've got no choice, I've got to wait until Yara gets, kicked out of the battlefield because he's got the eject button. And thankfully, Samantha plays into my hand. Moonblast comes out. I'm able to withstand that nicely. Eject button goes out. Yara is out of there, and onto the field comes Cynthia the Garchomp. Now, this is where the plan comes into fruition. Cynthia is on the field. Amy is on the field. Everything is set. I've still got like one turn, maybe two turns of Tailwind established. And gravity is still in play. The reason why I wanted the gravity is so that flying type Pokemon and Pokemon with levitate cannot evade the upcoming attack. And I see a Schmurgle on the field. Here we go. Helping Hand onto the field, into the Garchomp with the Choice Band, Adamant Natured Earthquake attack into the field. Amy's going to avoid that because of her telepathy, but my opponent is not able to avoid it. As we get a bit of lag here. Oh my lord. Stream. Stop lagging. Dark Pulse or Shadow Ball comes out connecting on Amy, but she's able to withstand that thanks to the barriers activated. So this is a battle of the barriers right now. Battle of the barriers. And unfortunately, my opponent has the stronger barriers thanks to the Aurora Veil that is on her side of the field. I can't do anything to shut it down. I don't have any way to stop it. Tailwind is now gone, so now I only have my natural speed to rely on. Entitled Brat comes out for my opponent, but I don't care. I'm an adamant-natured Garchomp with a choice band. I've only got one job with Cynthia. She's gonna go in there, gonna annihilate everyone with the helping hand boost, as I'm gonna demonstrate right here. Amy avoids the attack thanks to the telepathy, and bam! Even despite the reflect barrier, despite the Aurora Veil, that is just too much damage for Amber to avoid. Too much damage to escape from. Hail is gone, so I'm able to, recover some health and not lose any. Aurora Veil is gone. Gravity is gone. Everything is starting to slip out of control now. Mizor on the field. Back on. Going to be trying to set up that Aurora Veil again. Ryoko also back on the field, but he can't do anything to set up any more barriers because she's still got 2 barriers still in play. Light Screen and Reflect. And I'm like, alright, I don't care what you're going for. I'm going to get a lag here in this video. Thunder Wave comes out, going to be connecting onto Amy, but she's done her job. She's gotten the helping hand out, and I could use a helping hand right now. Earthquake comes out. I outspeed the Ninetales. This is going to help me out because here comes the unstoppable power of a choice band helping-handed Earthquake that lags the video again. So that's the end of the Ninetales. Meowstic's still on the field, but all in all, we're still kicking butt. We're still taking names. There we go, the light screen is gone. Now comes out Pride. So Pride on the field. This is Amber's last Pokemon. Amy is paralyzed. She's not able to give the helping hand boost, but that doesn't matter because Cynthia, she still has the Earthquake. She still has the stab boost. She still got the adamant nature. She still has the choice band. That is all she needs to wipe the floor with Samantha's remaining Pokemon. Absolute devastation. Seriously, that was absolutely devastating. I can't do any better than that, but we're not done yet. We still got one more battle to show off. So 1, 2, 3, boop, and le boop. So here we are. Well, this was a battle that was just recently taking place, and I felt like, why not show it off, people? Let me show this battle off for you. It's the same strategy. There's like only one team member that's out. Instead of my Mega Achilles, I put in Caesar, my Mega Sharpedo. But that honestly doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a bit of a difference in this battle, as you'll see right here. So the strategy is still the same. Lead with my 2 pranksters, Sid and Yara. They're going to be setting up the Tailwind and the Gravity, like I said. And my opponent is going to go for the Lapras and the Mewtwo. I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty good. I can take this. So first things first, Tailwind established. All going according to plan. Gravity also active. Now all I gotta do is wait for my opponent to spam his attacks. And unfortunately, he does not spam his attacks. Instead, he goes for a Calm Mind setup on the Mewtwo. I'm like, what are you doing here? What is your plan? And like, I don't know, but the Surf comes out and I'm like, oh, thank Lord Arceus for that Surf. Because at the very least, I'm gonna lose Sid next turn, as you'll see here. But the eject button on Yara is what matters to me. So I get my eject button out, I'm able to get my Amy back on, or Amy onto the field. Now all I gotta do is get Sid off the field. And there's one surefire way to do that. And that is not to watch as Avalugg comes in. Instead, it's to go for a helping hand into Sid. Let's give Sid a helping hand as he shows off why he is such a brave bird. Straight into the Mewtwo. Doesn't matter if it's shiny or not. Helping-handed brave bird, adamant-natured Murkrow. Max attack, max speed. That's all he needs, and that shuts down the Mewtwo as well as takes Sid off the field. I may have sacrificed my Murkrow, but I got the job done. Cynthia now on the field. Lapras now back onto the field, staring down the might of Cynthia. But This is what I wanted. This is all I need. I go for the helping hand. I go Cynthia. Gonna send out the earthquake. Gonna deal as much damage as I can. Amy manages to avoid the attack again thanks to her telepathy. Massive damage done to my opponent. Unfortunately, the Lapper survives, and especially the Avalog still on the field. Freeze Dry comes out, connects on Cynthia. Rest in peace, my Garchomp. Now, you may be thinking, Yippee, what'd you do that for? What was the point of that? And honestly, it doesn't matter. I may have lost Cynthia, but I still have a backup plan. I still have my backup Pokemon, just in case a situation like this were to arise. Just in case something like this happens, and that is my totem kommo-o. Like I said, my entire strategy revolves around using the helping hand, using the speed and the gravity to force my opponent to take these attacks. Now, Lapras, we're going to be doing some swapping out. I'm going to be swapping out my Yara for Amy. He's swapping out Lapras for Charizard. Impy is also going to go for a swapping of the annoying hat of censorship. You know, I think I might want to consider changing the annoying hat of censorship. I don't think I want to relate my Pedora with the annoying hat of censorship. Anyone got an idea for, a hat that's really annoying? As my totem kommo-o goes for its super flashy Z move that I'm not allowed to show off because YouTube censors me every time I try to show it off. Whatever. Z move goes off. The Avalog is down, not able to withstand special attacks. Charizard barely clinging to life, not able to stand up much longer. My boosts are active. My opponent is, still on the field. He's got the Charizard at least, but my boosts are up. My speed is gone, but that's alright. Now here we go. Gonna go for the ally switch because, you never know if he might have a Pokestrat, and I don't want to risk losing my kommo-o, so I go for the clanging scales, and I just annihilate my opponent. So critical hit on the Charizard. Not sure if that really matters, but you know what? It doesn't matter. You can never go wrong with a crit. That's the end of my opponent's Garchomp. That's the end of the Charizard. Not even sure if it was Mega or not. Doesn't matter. That's the end of it. Now, out comes the Primarina as gravity is gone. Lapras back on the field as well. Now, it's only 2 Pokemon to 4. Impy is still in the fight. Still has to shut down this Primarina now. But I have one more move, and it's going to be the Drain Punch. That's going to be shutting down the Lapras. Primarina is still on the field as well, though. But Impy made a prediction here. What is that prediction? The Ferium Z move. That's why I went for the ally switch. You never know if you're going to need it. And thankfully, I got the move off in time to save my kommo-o. Everything relies on these two being on the field at the same time. Without kommo-o, without Cynthia, my Garchomp, my team just lacks the firepower in this battle. Fortunately, though, I managed to keep Amy on the field, managed to save the battle, but that is the end of the battle. My opponent respectfully forfeited to me. But Lord, this strategy is scary, people. This is one terrifying strategy if you can coordinate it, and of course, you don't fumble with it like, I did multiple times. Like I said, it's not a foolproof plan. It does have its drawbacks. One of them being Wide Guard. If my opponent has a Wide Guard, well, that's it. GG. My entire plan is gone. My entire plan is over. Rest in peace, Impy. Oh my goodness. But it still has its moments, it still has its abilities, and I ran it against another, helping-handed strategy up against, Ken's, Groudon Gamer. He showed off his Power Herb Xerneas with a Symbiosis Florges that had Assault Vest, and I'm like, oh lord, how do I fight this? Well, step 1 probably would have been going for a Tailwind and not sacrificing my Sid, and all kinds of shenanigans. But in any case, I'll see you tacticians in future videos. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!
I'm taking in what I can get. but I can't find the answers yet. Head underwater, slow my mind. I hold my breath until I'm found.